Yesterday, while I was having my green tea, I suddenly lost in one of beautiful memory of mine. Years back, I went with my parents to a hill station and the temperature was very cold, the weather was very cold, and still I had one ice cream. And this is so beautiful memory, I never forget about it. Memory is very special, is very complex. I give you two very interesting examples. When we go to a movie theater to watch a movie, what we are doing there? We are listening, we are visualizing, we are analyzing the story, we are analyzing the images, we are analyzing the complete situation. It's a very complex process. So many senses are working together. Now, in a second situation, when I am studying or when we are studying about a concept of biology or concept of science, or we are studying anything, we are doing the same thing. We are analyzing, we are listening, we are visualizing, we are understanding the whole situation. What is the difference? Most of the time, we never forget the story of movie, but most of the time, we always forget what we are studying. We are not able to memorize the concept. And this is one of the problems with many students. Now, if the number of senses working in both the situation are same, complexity is same, then why watching a movie is sort of permanent memory, but studying is not a permanent memory, we easily forget. The basic difference between these two situations is one extra sense, and that sense is the sense of emotion. When we are watching a movie, or when we are doing something of our interest, or when I was having ice cream in extremely cold weather, there was one sense extra working, the sense of emotion, and I was happy at that time. When we are watching a movie, we are happy at that time. We are always bringing the emotion with the complexity of visualization, listening, hearing, and analysis. But when we are studying, we are not able to memorize. We are easily forgetting because we are not attaching our emotions to that. If you are really interested in learning something permanently, then bringing the sense of emotion is very, very important. Whenever you attach the sense of emotion with any process, the memory becomes permanent. So, as a biologist, I like to read so many new things, the complex systems, the complex concepts, so many proteins, cell types, cell signaling pathways, biochemical molecules, physics, maths, chemistry involved in explaining the whole cell. So many things are going on there. And if I really want to memorize all those things in a sort of permanent memory, then I always try to bring the emotion of happiness. I appreciate the biological system. One should appreciate what is happening inside the cell. When we are studying how a ligand can activate a GPCR or a G protein coupled receptor, we should get goosebumps after learning that. We should be having cutis anserina, that is the scientific term for goosebumps. We should be so happy when we finally understand the oxygen transport done by hemoglobin. We should be so happy to understand how entropy is taking part in protein folding. We should be mesmerized after learning how multiple hormones are working together to complete a task. We should be thanking to our brain that it is making us able to understand very, very complex systems and very, very complex concepts with happiness. And once we start bringing this emotion when we are studying, nobody can stop us by creating permanent memories about biology, about science. And that always help in being a good student of biology or good student of science. So the advice to the student is, while you are studying, bring the emotion with it. It will be long lasting effect. So I tell you guys, study hard and always be cheerful.